everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to send and get WhatsApp message on Zoho form submissions using AiSensy. So I'm an owner of a real estate agency and using Zoho forms, I have created an inquiry form with the help of which I collect my leads details and the inquiries that they have. Here what I want is that as soon as I give the lead, a new form submission is going to be done using Zoho forms. I want to first send that lead a WhatsApp message in which I want to thank them for showing interest in my services. And with that, as the form submission is going to be done, I also want to receive a notification of that form submission with the lead details as a WhatsApp message. Now sending and getting these notifications manually is going to be very time consuming. So what I've done is I've simply automated this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. And here in this automation, I'm going to build connection between these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn about this amazing automation process step by step, for that let me take you to my screen.
In this video, we're going to learn how to send and get WhatsApp message on Zoho form submission using AiSensy. So as an owner of a real estate business, I receive numerous inquiries daily from potential clients interested in the properties for sale or rent. I use Zoho forms to collect these inquiries efficiently, ensuring I have all the necessary details like property preferences and contact informations. The problem that I face is first responding manually to each inquiry with a thank you message, which takes a lot of time. And second, I need instant notifications after the new inquiry so that I can prioritize and follow up promptly. The solution is automation. With this setup, whenever someone submits an inquiry via Zoho form, they immediately receive a personalized thank you message on their WhatsApp. Simultaneously, I receive a notification about the new inquiry, allowing me to review their details and respond quickly. This ensures a seamless process of both the clients and the team, helping me to convert more leads efficiently. And I'm going to create this amazing automation between these two applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see all Pabbly apps written in front of you, in which you can see all the applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to write it as Send and Get WhatsApp Message on Zoho Form Submission using AiSensy. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow, okay? After that, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. Further, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select WhatsApp automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this Create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Send and Get WhatsApp Message on Zoho Form Submission using AiSensy, and there are two windows in front of you. One says Trigger, other says Action. So what is Trigger and Action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these two concepts. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That is, what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Zoho Forms. Zoho Forms is an online tool that helps businesses and individuals to create and customizable forms for collecting information. With Zoho Forms, you can design forms for various purposes such as gathering inquiries, feedbacks, registrations, or orders. And using Zoho Form, I collect the inquiries from my leads. Okay, so where I want that as soon as a new form submission is going to be done using Zoho Forms, automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect should capture the response of that. That is why my trigger application, I'm going to select it as Zoho Forms. And for the trigger event, I'm going to select it as New Form Submitted. After selecting the trigger application and the event to create a connection between Zoho Forms and Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we're going to build a connection between these two applications by following the steps given here below in the help desk. So what I'm going to do is, firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, I'm going to open Zoho Forms. So this is the form that I've created using Zoho Forms, and I'm going to connect this form to Pabbly Connect. For doing that, from this panel right over here, go to this integration section right here. After coming to the integration section, from the left side of the panel, if I'm going to scroll on, it says webhooks, click on it right over here. It says configure webhook. I'm going to click on this button. It is asking for the URL. For the URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. For the content type, I'm going to select as application JSON right over here. And for the authorization type, I'm going to select as general. Okay. After that, it is asking for the form fields. Okay. Over here, I'm going to select the field for the first name. For the parameter name over here, I'm going to write it as first name. Okay. Now I'm going to add another field. I'm going to similarly add it for the last name right here. And similarly for all the other fields, I'm going to enter the data right here. I've entered all the form fields data that I require in my response. Okay, for the first name, the name, the last name, email as email, phone number, the phone number, preferred property type as the preferred property type, appointment date, the date that my lead is going to select. Okay, so these are the form fields that are required. After that, it is asking for all these details which I do not require. So I'm going to skip the part, and then simply I'm going to click on the save button right over here. As I've done that, this webhook is now been successfully added in my form that I've created using Zoho Forms. If I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, you can see it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Zoho Forms is connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the test form submission of this form that I've created using Zoho Forms. And after doing the test submission, I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of this test form submission or not. Okay, for that, we're going to do the test submission. For that, I'm going to click on the share button right over here. This is the link. I'm going to copy this link from here and open this link in a new tab right over here. So this is the form that I've created with the help of which my leads are going to send their inquiries. Okay, firstly, it is asking for the first name. So for the first name over here, I'm going to write it as test. For the last name over here, I'm going to write it as smart. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as smarttest@pabblytunes.com. Okay. After that, for the phone number over here, I'm going to enter a dummy mobile number. Over here for the preferred property type, I'm going to select as commercial property. And for the date of the appointment, I'm going to select it as, let's suppose it is 21st of December 2024. Okay. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the submit button. It says thank you, your response has been submitted. As over here it says thank you, response has been submitted, this means the test submission has now been done. Now I'm going to open my workflow and scroll down. Over here I'm going to wait for a few seconds. As I've waited for a few seconds, you can see right over here Pabbly Connect has captured the response. For the preferred property type, as the property type that was commercial property, phone number, the mobile number of the lead, first name and last name as Test Smart, email as testsmart@pabblytunes.com, appointment date as 21st of December 2024. As the response has been successfully captured over here in the workflow, this means that Zoho Forms has now been connected to Pabbly Connect and a trigger setup is done. Now by any of the lead, whenever a new form submission is going to be done using Zoho Forms, automatically in the similar manner, Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of that. Now here my objective is that as soon as any of the lead, a form submission is going to be done using Zoho Forms, automatically towards the lead, I want to send a thank you message. And how I'm going to send the thank you message using AiSensy. With the help of AiSensy, I have created a message template. You can see right over here. And using this template, I want to send thank you messages towards all the leads who have generated the inquiry in my business. I want to thank them for showing interest in my services. Okay. And for doing that, we're going to set up our action step. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as WhatsApp by AiSensy. As using WhatsApp by AiSensy, I have created a message template, and using this template, I'm going to send WhatsApp messages towards my leads. Okay. After selecting the action application as WhatsApp by AiSensy, for the action event, I'm going to select as send template message. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. After that, it is asking for the API key. Using this API key, we're going to build a connection between WhatsApp by AiSensy and Pabbly Connect. For having the API key, log into your AiSensy account. So this is my AiSensy account, you can see right over here. And now to have the API key, from the left side of the panel, go to this manage option. After coming to manage, under these options, go to this API key section right over here. This is the key, copy it from here and paste it over here in the workflow and click on the save button right here. As you're going to do that, you can see WhatsApp by AiSensy has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, it is asking for us to select the campaign name. In order to use this template for sending WhatsApp messages towards our lead, what we have to do is we have to create a campaign of this template that we have created in our AiSensy account. So we are going to create a campaign for the template in the name of client thank you message template. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create the campaign. For that, from the left side of the panel, go to this campaign section right over here. To create a new template, click on this launch button right over here. After that, it is asking you to select the campaign type. Select it as API campaign. It is asking for the campaign name. So the campaign name we have write it as send thank you message is the campaign name. I'm going to copy this name from here. After that, it is asking us to select the template. So I have created a template in the name of client thank you message template. So I'm going to select that template from here. After giving the campaign name and selecting the template, you can see right away this is the template. I'm going to click on the set live button and go to campaign button. You can see right over here, in my AiSensy account, the campaign has now been successfully created for the template that I've created. You can see right over here. Okay, and the campaign name is send thank you message. So the campaign name, I'm going to exactly paste the campaign name right over here. Okay. After that, it is asking for the phone number. To which mobile number do we want to send a WhatsApp message to? I want to send a WhatsApp message towards the lead who have done the form submission using Zoho form. So for the data of these fields, what we're going to do is we're going to map the data. What is mapping? Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how mapping works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, this was the previous step, that is Zoho forms, new form submitted. As I'm going to click on this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. Over here, as I want to send a WhatsApp message towards the person who have done the form submission using Zoho forms. So for the data of this mobile number field, I'm going to select the data of the phone number of my lead from my previous response. As I selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped. And as I mapped the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever any of the new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. After that, it is asking for the username to whom we have to send the campaign message to. For the username, I'm going to map the data of the name of my lead, first name, space the last name. Okay. After that, it is asking for the source and the tags, which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. Next, it is asking for the template parameter. What is this field? In this template that I've created right over here, you can see I've added these two variables, variable 1 and variable 2. In place of variable 1, I wanted the name of my lead, so that is why I've created this variable. And in place of this variable 2, I wanted the option that my lead has selected as their preferred property type in place of the second variable right here. So now to enter the value of these variables, this is the field in which you can enter the values. You can enter the value of the variable in template parameter field right over here, and how you can enter the values. As the first variable that I've created is for the name, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the data of the name of my lead, first name, space the last name. Now to enter the value of the second variable, that is the preferred property type, what I'm going to do is we can enter a comma and a space, and then you can select the value of your second variable that is going to be the preferred property type. Okay. So this is how you can enter the value of the variables that you have created in this template. Okay. After that, it is asking for the attributes URL in the file name, which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to simply click on the Save and Send Test Request button. As I've done that, we have received a response, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my WhatsApp and check whether I have received a new WhatsApp message or not. For that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp. And yes, you can see right away in my WhatsApp, I have received a new message. It says, hello Test Smart. Test Smart is the name of the lead who have done the form submission using Zoho forms. You can see right over here, it's been mentioned. Thank you for reaching out to Prime Properties. We have received your inquiry about commercial property. This was the property type that my lead has selected. That was commercial property. One of our experts will get back to you shortly to assist you with your needs. Meanwhile, feel free to explore our more properties on our website. Looking forward for helping you to find your dream property. Best regards, Prime Properties. Okay. You can see the WhatsApp message has been successfully forwarded. This is a thank you message. You can see right over here. As now the thank you message is forwarded, this means that the setup for sending WhatsApp messages towards our customer has now been done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename the step from here. And I'm going to give the name to the step over here as send message, as this step is going to allow me to send messages towards my leads which are generated using Zoho forms. Okay. So after sending the thank you message towards my customers, I also want to receive a notification simultaneously on my WhatsApp with the leads details. For that, what I've done is, if I'm going to go back to my template sections right over here, I have created a new template for the inquiry notification. You can see new inquiry alert. Hello demo user. You have a new property inquiry from leads name. This is the variable that I've created for the leads name. Here are the details. Preferred property type. This is the variable of it. Contact information number is right away. This is the variable. And for the email, this is the variable of the email. Please review and follow up promptly to convert this lead into client. Okay, so this is another template that I've created using AiSensy, with the help of which I'm going to receive notifications on my WhatsApp number. Now for that, we're going to add another action step to this workflow. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to again select it as WhatsApp by AiSensy. And for the action event as send template message, then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which I'm going to select the existing connection. But if you want, you can add a new connection right here. Okay, and then I'm going to click on the save button. After that, it is again asking for the campaign name. So now for this different template that I've created in the name of new inquiry notification template, I am going to create a new campaign. For that, from the left side of the panel, I'm going to go to the campaign section. Click on this launch button, select the campaign type as API campaign. For the campaign name over here, I'm going to write it as receive notification. Okay, and for the template over here, I'm going to select it as new inquiry notification template. Okay, after giving the campaign name, which I'm going to copy from here and entering the template, I'm going to click on the set live button and go to campaign button. As you can see over here, a new campaign has been created in the name of receive notification of this template that I've created. So for the campaign name, I'm going to exactly paste the campaign name right here. For the phone number, as I want to receive these notifications on my WhatsApp, so in place of this phone number field, I'm going to enter my mobile number right here. After that, it is asking for the username, as I want to receive this notification to me. So what I'm going to do is for the username over here, I'm going to write it as demo user. Okay. After that, it is asking for the source and the tags, which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. For the template parameter, I have created 4 variables in this template. One for the lead's name, second for the preferred property type. Contact information is the phone number and the email. Okay, so now we're going to enter the values right here. Firstly is the name of my lead. For that, I'm going to map the data, first name space the last name, comma. After that, second variable that I've created is the preferred property type. So I'm going to map the data of that property type, comma, space. Next is the phone number. You can see right over here the phone number. So for the third variable, I'm going to enter the phone number, comma, space, and the last variable is the email. So I'm going to map the data of the email. Okay. After filling in all the required details of these variables, it is asking for the attributes, URL, and the file name, which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. And then simply, I'm going to click on the Save and Send Test Request button. As I've done that, you can see over here we receive the response. Over here, success comes as 2, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my WhatsApp and check whether a new notification regarding a form submission has been forwarded to me or not. For that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp. And as you can see right over here, a notification has been forwarded as new inquiry alert. Hello, demo user. You have new property inquiry from Test Smart. This was the name of the lead. You can see right here. Here are the details. Preferred property type as commercial property. This was the selected property type. Contact information for the phone number, the mobile number. Email as the email. Please review the follow-up and promptly convert this lead into client. So as you can see, with sending the notification, we have also received the notification right here. This means now this setup is now been done successfully. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply rename this step as well right over here, and I'm going to give this name as get notification. This is the step right over here. Okay, we have successfully set up both of sending messages and getting notifications on WhatsApp. This means that we successfully created an automation between Zoho Forms and WhatsApp with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sample now what we have done over here in my trigger, I firstly selected as Zoho Forms and new forms submitted. As using Zoho Forms, I am receiving a lot of leads and inquiries for my real estate business. I want that as soon as the form submission is going to be done, automatically over here in my trigger, it is going to capture the response. After we have received the response towards the lead who have done the form submission, I wanted to send a WhatsApp message. For that, I've set up this action step and I've forwarded the WhatsApp message using AiSensy. With that, I also wanted to receive a notification on my WhatsApp with the lead's details. For that, I've set up this another action step over here for receiving notifications using AiSensy on my WhatsApp. And for that, I've built the amazing connection between these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.